Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week at Bungie, it's getting dark. The Endless Night really ramped up this week as the tower is now in full dark mode. Strange things are afoot as Guardians continue to search for answers by diving even deeper into the Vex network. Hopefully the source is found soon, as it's looking pretty problematic right now. The bravest and most powerful among you have started to take on the Grandmaster Nightfalls that went live this week with the Glass Wave. For anyone not aware, Grandmaster Nightfalls are some of the most difficult content to aspire to. If you reach the proper power but haven't given it a go yet, Plug 1 is up for grabs this week, so get in there, be brave. By the way, guys, tomorrow we will have an updated build video on our stasis build that we were using the other day. We used it yesterday. It was making the Nightfalls even better. I truly believe at this point we have beat Glass Wave. Like, I know we've beat it before, but at this point I feel like we finally whipped it, right? By the way, Plug 1, we do have an adept version of this weapon to review. It was feeling absolutely amazing. And I feel like my God roll of what I said originally has now changed. So be looking out for a re-review of that. Moving on for Shoot for the Moon. Back in January, we announced that 4 weapons from the Dreaming City and 4 weapons from the Moon were being reissued with new perk pulls, but had not brought them all back yet. In our next update, currently scheduled for July the 6th, we will be reissuing the remaining Moon and Dreaming City weapons with new perks. All of these weapons will drop from their original sources on their respective destinations. Here's the list of the weapons along with an example of the new perks that each can roll with. So starting with Loud Lullaby, Tunnel Vision. Oh my God. I wonder if it's gonna have kill clip. That's gonna be nasty. And again, 120s, they're supposedly gonna get a nerf. Probably won't happen until maybe next season. One Small Step, Trench Barrel, okay? Tranquility, Frenzy, Arc Logic, Heating Up. Let's go! Dude, Heating Up feels really, really good, guys. I mean, I've been trying it on a number of different weapons here lately. Both Heating Up, Tunnel Vision, fantastic traits. I wonder if we can get a Rampage combo in there with Arc Logic. Even better. Dream Breaker, Corner. I've got some PvP players, man, that swear up and down about Corner. We're gonna talk about its viability more in our adept review of Plug 1. Every Waking Moment, Killing Win. Interesting. However, keep in mind, Every Waking Moment has a default 13 zoom. So unless Bungie changes that, I don't know. Love and Death, Chain Reaction. Ooh, okay. That also does solar damage. Warmont Cell Heaven, let's go. A Fine Memorial, Adrenaline Junkie, Night Terror, One for All. Okay, these are interesting. Now moving on to the Dreaming City weapons. The return of Tiger Spite alongside Frenzy, Twilight Oath, Vorpal Weapon, interesting. Abide the Return, Thresh. Now Bungie notes, we know that several of these weapons have been popular in the past. Looking at you, Twilight Oath, and we hope you enjoy getting fresh drops. If you're a newer player who doesn't have any of these weapons, happy hunting. Again, these won't be the only new perks that are being added to these weapons. I mean, surely not, right? Bungie noted that these are just an example of the new perks, so I think they're just trying to give us a teaser of what they're going to be adding. Tiger Spite could potentially be a pretty good option considering 450 round per minute auto rifles just got a buff. Twilight Oath, a big time favorite for many PvP players. All of these look pretty good. Again, Loud Lullaby with Tunnel Vision, depending on the combo there, whether it's multi-kill clip or even kill clip, fantastic. I'm also interested in that Love and Death. You also got to find Memorial, and depending on that one and what column Adrenaline Junkie is going to be present in, you may even be able to get a Demolitionist Adrenaline Junkie roll. Either way it goes, guys, July the 6th, you'll be seeing the rest of these weapons being reissued. Now, Irons in the Fire. Next week, Lord Saladin is making another trip back to the tower to hold his infamous tournament. But wait, wasn't he just here a week ago? What can we say? That guy loves overseeing territory control. Plus, with Grandmasters going live, we figured you want some extra Pinnacle Reward opportunities sooner rather than later. So starting next week, we've got Ironbanner back again. Now, next week won't be your last chance to take care of unfinished business with Lord Saladin. We'll have one more final Ironbanner later in the season. Dude, it's kind of crazy. Are we really that far into Season of the Spicer? Are we really about to be talking about a new season? Where has the time gone? Now, moving on to known issues. Bungie Store and Rewards update. On July the 1st, the Bungie Store beta will be rolled out as we prepare to transition to a new e-commerce platform. Players with existing Bungie Store accounts will be prompted to change their passwords once the beta is live. With the new store, players will be able to sign in using their Bungie.net accounts, which will make viewing, browsing, and purchasing Bungie rewards an improved and more streamlined experience. Now, starting on July the 1st, Bungie reward codes for Vault of Glass, Art Print, Descendant Sealed, and Splinter Seal will no longer be available. Now, PC Framerate update. Oh, thank God. Earlier this week, AMD released an optional update that resolved an issue issue where some Radon graphic products may have been experiencing lower than expected performance in Destiny 2 when compared to previous Radon software versions. By the way, I hope I'm saying that right. Is that Radon? That how we pronounce that? I don't have an AMD GPU, so I don't know. For more information, please see the Radon software Adrenaline 21.6.1 highlights. Please note that this optional update may not fully resolve PC frame rate issues for AMD users, and we are continuing to investigate other issues related to the PC frame rate. Now, I'd heard people having problems with like high-end graphic cards, like 3070, 3080, 3090. Folks were saying that the graphic cards themselves, despite being high-end, was not being optimized well with Destiny 2. I feel like for the most part, I've been doing okay, but there are some areas where I start to see a big dip in frame rates. If you got a high-end PC, let me know. Again, this is one of those problems like, yo, cry me a river, right? You're not getting the full 200 frames per second inside of Destiny 2, boo-hoo. Now, some other known issues, bounties, valor, and weekly challenges are sometimes not gaining progress in Crucible matches. The Warmind Longevity Armor mod doesn't make Warmind cells last longer and doesn't appear to explode like regular cells. Yo, somebody brought this up the other day because we were actually speccing a void suppression build with our Warmind cells with Warmind's longevity, but it's not working. Also, PS4 controllers are sometimes not working on PC. Some players have reported that not using the Steam beta client has resolved the issue. I will say it's not a perfect solution, but if none of those options are working for you, download DS4, guys. It'll allow you to use your PlayStation controller or pretty much any controller, but the game will recognize it as an Xbox controller. Also, Bungie states that they're continuing to investigate Beagle and Baboon errors. Now, as a final note here from Cosmo, I know it's a super short TWAB this week. As we mentioned in the Moon and Dreamy City weapons section, there's an update coming up in a few weeks. We'll have more to share next week about what to expect in that update. We'll also be covering the upcoming Solstice of Heroes event, so get ready for a fun-filled summer. Love, Cosmo. Alrighty, guys, that is your TWAB. I have no idea how much is going to be included in that July update. It could be just a couple things, reissue weapons and a few sandbox changes, or it may actually include a lot of the big items that Bungie talked about in the Firing Range podcast, and we covered that. We broke everything down. There was a ton mentioned in that podcast, including DMT nerf, 120 round per minute hand cannons getting nerfed again. The timetable for that seemed to be gauged for the end of the season, but what's crazy is we're like approaching the end of the season, right? But as always, we'll be testing those changes immediately after they go live. In the meantime, guys, good luck this week for those that are doing the Glassway Grandmaster strike. It is a difficult strike. I actually really like it. If you're looking for a squad to get with to run through this strike, come by our Discord, guys. We've got a lot of people that team up, whether it's for raids, for trials, Grandmaster Nightfalls, all of the above. We've got a number of Destiny players that are all tackling this together. So come see us. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.